All right, perfect. What's up, guys? Just testing audio and whatnot really quick. We are live, but welcome back to the channel. So yesterday the mansions were released. If you guys are looking for a video or for the live for the coverage on the exterior of the mansions, the three different mansion options, what they look like outside, going into the website, things like that. Kind of all of the pre things, prerequisites when I purchased it. The cutscene, all that stuff would be yesterday. I know that was a really long video, but it should be about the first half of that live. That was almost 6 hours yesterday, as well as I purchased and customized the. I had purchased and customized. It's actually over here. The Ubermax Sentinel XS4. So that's also going to be in yesterday's live, again, as well as going over all three of the properties, checking them out, aerial views, stuff like that. So if that's what you're looking for, go ahead and move over to that video from yesterday. What we are doing today, as you can see, I have purchased the property. I explored a little bit last night, so I have a little bit more understanding. Yesterday it was all new to me. I wanted you guys to experience it fresh with me. But today what this is going to be is I don't know everything as of yet, but I do definitely know a lot more than I knew yesterday. So I just want to kind of make a shorter live today, touch back on a few things that I did not understand yesterday that I just want to run by you guys. Example, starting out, you guys see I have the podium vehicle. It took me a little bit yesterday to do that, so we'll go over example how to get that up there, stuff like that. A few things you may be trying to figure out on your own, or you may have some questions about, and just kind of going over, showing some cool stuff, showing how the mansion has so many different options, customizations, things like that. This one is the Richmond. I got the Richmond States, I believe it is. Just double check, say that correctly, but I know it's Richmond. Richmond Villa. Richmond Villa. It's the Tongva Estate, Vinewood Residence, and then the Richmond Villa. So this is the Richmond Villa. House up in the hills. This one has a really nice view of the entire Los Santos, in my opinion. It's probably, if you like the city view and you want to see a lot of everything, this one's going to pretty much cover. I mean, the ocean is over there. You can't really see it too much, but you can see the pier. You've got that big office building, or that big center up top. You've got the museum, or the yeah, you got a little bit of everything. I feel like when it comes to the view, again, I went over all of that stuff yesterday, so if you guys are looking for more of that, go ahead and switch over. It's nighttime, so it's kind of cool. You can see inside a little bit better with all the lighting. You guys see you got the inside pool. I was hanging out again in the pools outside, so I'm not going to do too much outside stuff, but just a quick little view. I just wanted to show you guys what it was like to step outside. So you are able to, things that I wanted to touch on, you are able to change your dog, purchase a dog. Looks like it comes automatically with a black husky, black and white husky. You can switch up the colors. You can purchase a poodle. The poodle only comes in white. Pug. Got a few different color of the pug that you could choose from. Retriever, golden retriever, black, cream, brown. You got Rottweilers. You got the Rotties. A couple different colors too. That one's really pretty. Like a tiger brindle, yeah, like a tiger stripe looking. So a few different Rottweilers, different colors. They changed the leashes as well. So like that one's got the spikes, that one's got a gold chain, actual chain. So a few little details changed. This one's really pretty too, the Merle Shepherd. Honestly, I like the Husky that it comes with. You got the Westie. Looks more like a maybe Terrier, Schnauzer, not being trimmed. Just kind of a little furry little one. I was thinking to go with this one because this is kind of more realistic to my dog. I have 4 dogs in real life, but it's more realistic to my dogs in real life. I have teddy bears and schnauzers, little itty bitty dogs like this one, but looks a little scruffy in my opinion. I wish I don't know if you can groom them. I'll have to look into that. I don't believe so, but maybe. I haven't really looked too much into the spa area, which they do have a barber chair, which I'm sure is for yourself, but who knows, maybe you can mess around with that. Doubt it, but yeah, so just a little, I don't know, too scruffy in my opinion. Maybe if a little less hair on the side of the head, probably go with this one. But the Husky's really pretty. That's the one that it comes with. I might just keep that one. I've got the Husky for now, so pretty blue eyes. But I wanted to touch on that because you know, that's a cool part of the mansion that I didn't show you guys yesterday, that I found last night after I got off the live. Another really cool thing that I did not notice yesterday is you have workout area.
Oh yeah, work it, Daddy.
Oh, by the way, if you're, you know, an adult, if you're older, if you got a girl at home, if she's jealous, I wouldn't suggest Angel AI's voice. As you heard, she's quite sensual, so she does some interesting sounds, moaning, all kind of stuff. So honestly, just a heads up for you guys. If you choose Angel, just I don't want you guys to get in trouble with your women, but kind of funny little thing. She's yeah, she's a little extra with it, so a heads up for you guys. I thought it was kind of funny. So you could do reps. You have daily personal best. So yesterday I did 105 total workout. I am trying to, obviously this is new, but I'm trying to see if they incorporated something like how San Andreas is, where when you do work out, your player gets more buff, actually gains muscle. It gets more swole. However, I do know for a fact it gains your strength. It gains, like, yoga helps with your mentality, with your mental state. Here you can do.
Is it okay if I rewatch this later? You know, just to
push-ups.
study your form.
Yeah, she's a trip, I'm telling you. So it's pretty cool. You got a workout area. If you guys, my strength is pretty high. I had, I think, 80, and then just doing that 100 reps yesterday, messing around, it got me up to 100 out of 100. So it seems to work pretty well. It seems to get you there pretty quick. Seems like this is really like an extra that if you spend the money on the mansion, it's a benefit if you want to get your strength up. He's done. He's out of it. You can go back again sometimes. Sometimes I'll just go back, even though
Treat
he was
yesterday
done.
like tomorrow, and tomorrow like today. Today is a day, and that day is today.
So do some more push-ups. So even though he gave in, just keep hitting it. Never give up. You know what I mean? You gotta keep working out, but push through it. But yeah, I'm very curious to see if this does buff up your character. I would hope it would. I feel like it doesn't. But I think that would be a really cool thing. You can, by the way, I think, is it here? Oh, it's inside in audio. You can silence the AI voice. I haven't tried it yet, but you can actually.
You know, Daddy, sweat really suits you.
There is an option. There's a lot of different options as far as audio, turning the music on and off. I'll do some sit-ups real quick.
Oh, yeah. Work it, Daddy.
My guy's done no sit-ups. You got the curl
Is it okay
bar.
if I rewatch this later? You know, just to study your form.
So yeah, this again, this actually does something. It actually builds on your strength. The yoga, when you do yoga, haven't got into it yet, but I believe it's in the spa area, like that, and then you can if
Treat
you
yesterday like
I guess if
tomorrow,
you
and tomorrow like today.
go around griefing a bit
Today
and you
is
have
a
or you
day, and that day
run
is
over a lot
today.
of people, and your mental state is going bad, you can actually do the yoga. It'll work on your mental state. So that's pretty cool. Just found this yesterday again. I wanted to hop back on live today, show you guys that. Um, I did go through in the video yesterday. I was kind of walking through a bit, but I didn't really know where I was at. So you got like an office area where you could do, run some of your missions. You got cigar area. You've got kind of a hangout area where you got 4 shots, like in the nightclub. So if you got people over, you could take rounds of shots. Looks like a dining room. Kind of just a foyer, like where you first walk in. This is going to be the main front door entrance. This will get you to outside. You're able to, at least on this one, because I had someone come into my mansion on a public. I invited him in and he asked me how did I get 2 vehicles in. So I have confirmed, I'm not going to purchase it as of yet. I'm planning on most likely buying 1 more mansion, probably not the other 2, but I don't really need the garage space yet. I don't need it yet, so I'm not going to do it as of yet. But I did do a little research. It looks like you are able to purchase all 3 mansions. So it doesn't count as a property slot. So it's kind of like a business. It's additional. You don't have to sell any garages or anything like that for it, which is a great thing, of course. But basically, it looks like it's not just 1 mansion. You can actually purchase all 3 of the mansions. Each of the mansions have 20 car, basically 20 car garage between 2 basements. So you have a total of 20 spaces. But what I was getting at is I believe it's possible, maybe possible. I haven't confirmed because I don't have the other ones, but maybe some of the other ones only have 1 parking space outside, so they might be a little bit different in that. But this one, the Richmond Villa, again, it has 2 parking spaces, as you can see. So kind of show you guys a little more on how that works. If you go right here, it'll take you right into the garages. If you go, basically these 2, once you're in through the front gate, there's no, you just kind of walk right in like that. There's no going to, yes, for the garages, it takes you separate into the garages, but I just walk right through those doors right there. So, but that's like the whole top floor. Let me see if I gotta miss this area over here. So you got your living room, got a piano, television. You got those stairs. These stairs go up to the helipad in the top. It seems it comes with a helicopter because I don't remember purchasing a helicopter. I think it's a Pegasus helicopter. But as you see, got a nice little roof space up here. You got your helipad with your chopper. And you've got here your yoga area. So increase your stamina and improvements. So stamina, that's the other one. So you can work on with the mansion, your strength, your stamina, and your mental. for your character. So the mansion allows you through the options within it. It allows you to adjust and to improve. So move L and R to the displayed position.
Uh-huh. Stretch it out, Daddy.
So a little bit of yoga. This is my first time trying this. Looks like you put them in the positions, holding, and then holding LTRT, and then you release for exhale. So this is an interesting addition. LTRT, hold it, and release to exhale. You do some of this in real life. Hold, release. So yeah, so again, yoga. I'm gonna go ahead and quit, but yoga basically improves your stamina and your mental state. The workout area, right down there, improves on your strength. So really cool feature, I feel like, with the mansion is that you actually have the ability to character build. I think that's pretty awesome. You got the piano here. You can switch between the sounds. I already switched it up. But you got 3 different ones. It's a little more vintage for me. This was the one that it started with. Kind of vintage too. You could turn it off if you'd like. I like the bamboo I had it on. But you got the piano, actually plays music, television. Pretty much any room you can walk outside. As you guys see, this one's got a nice open, like a double window, double door opening. So that's the entire top floor there. If you go down here, I'm gonna start all the way on this end. You have, should be like an extra bedroom, I believe, on this one. Or actually, I think this is the master bedroom. Let me see. Yeah, it's got the closet. You got your bathroom, shower. I didn't check. I think you can. Yep, you can change your clothes here. I wouldn't see why not. I just want to make sure. So yeah, you got your bedroom here. Again, you know, any room you can pretty much find a way in, find a way out. So it's pretty accessible. It's a little confusing when you first get it. It's kind of big, but now that I've explored around it a little bit, I've got a little bit more understanding. I thought the movie theater was a pretty cool addition. So you actually have your own movie theater. Let's see if you can sit down. Should be able to sit down. Yep, you can sit down. I'm not going to do it, but you can sit down, hang out in here if you want. Your own personal home theater. Of course, the podium vehicle. I did go with the third option for the interior, so this is not going to be the original interior. That's the only thing that I modified. I didn't modify the colors, the walls. I just did the furniture, the floors, the walls, but not the color of the walls is what I mean. So, you know, I did the main construction of it. This should take us down. I'm not going to go yet, but that takes you down towards like the garages, the basement where your cars are at and stuff like that. If you go to the podium vehicle, of course, like when you were outside at the garage door, you can go to the garages. This is another way to get a quick entrance into, and I'll just do it real quick because I can come right back. It's a quick entrance into the basement, which is your garages on this one. So what happens is you have 10 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's nothing here. This is empty. 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 on each floor, and then you'll have another floor that is basically the same setup as you have right here. It does look a little bit different. I'll go ahead and show you guys that real quick. I need to actually move these cars around anyways. So it just jumps over. Now, interesting thing with this, like I was saying, the outside vehicles, those are not their own spots. The podium is not its own spot. So it's not going to be 10, 10, and 3, or 2 and 1, which will be another, the 3, the 1 for the podium, the 2 for the outside. Those vehicles have to take, so what happens, you see that I'm going into this next spot. It takes up actually spots within your basement, within your garage. As well, I wanted to note for you guys, so when I first pulled them in, the first cars that I did pull in went into the driveway. However, they took up these first spots. So I had these spots, not that one, sorry, I had these spots empty. I think I had pulled one in and it was empty because it was up in the driveway. And then I pulled one in that I put in the garage, and then I had this one empty because it was the other one in the driveway. So you pretty much have to, if you want to manipulate where your empty spots are going to be, what you're going to have to do is fill up all of the spots that you want the other cars, which is what I did here because I wanted to walk straight in and I wanted to see vehicles right away. I wanted these two to be my empty spots. Pretty much over, which as you can see, those are the two empty spots, or where they're outside, but it's skipping over here. Skipping over this area right here. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but anyways, so it's skipping over those spots. It's going to here and to here. So those are taking up those two spots. You can move them back outside, but another thing to note, once you move them back outside, you can't move cars outside. Once you move them back inside, you can't move them outside. So once they're out of the driveway, there's no moving them into the driveway. The next vehicles that you pull into your mansion, if you empty these out, the next next vehicles that you pull in are going to immediately go outside, is how it works. So it's a little bit finicky, it's a little touchy. It's a little bit to understand, in my opinion, for how the exterior 2 parking spots work. And you've got to set it up a certain way. If you want it set up a certain way, you've got to kind of work on it. I wanted these 2 spots empty, the ones next to the Porsche there, because I put the Batmobile in the back. I wanted it kind of like separate. And then I have Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. So it's supposed to be like a really, really expensive, famous vehicle. I wanted these separate from the rest of the vehicles, so that's why I kind of set it up like that. And I wanted to walk in because when you do enter the garage, this is the area that your character first comes into the garage. So I wanted that to have vehicles in it. Then what's going to happen, you go down into this area. Let me just move that one over. This is going to be your second garage. As you can see, this one's got wood, wooden walls, like wood planking. And then this one's got more of like a gray, like a light gray or white walls, and more cement. Well, both cement, but they have a little bit of a different interior on them. But this is going to be your other 10. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, skips over 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 is going to be my podium vehicle. I purposely placed it here, which is going to be, I don't know how to show you guys, but basically that corner right there on the right side is another spot, which is where the Ellie was at. And that's where basically my podium vehicle, I can move it back in if I wanted. As you can see in the bottom, it says move to garage. So you hit X to move it back to the garage. I'm going to leave it there, but you can move it back. But again, that does take a space within your garage. So you're going to have whatever you have on the podium and whatever you have outside in your driveway, you're going to have an empty space wherever those vehicles are located. However that you pulled them in and organized them, it's going to leave an empty space. So just a heads up on that, guys. Give you guys a quick walkthrough of kind of how the garage looks so you can see how big it is. I've been working on pulling some cars in here. I had a few cars that were already ready for here, but I've been working on these garages, so it's, you know, nothing perfect. But this one is pretty much, um, it's kind of there. This one's gonna end up going elsewhere in one of my race car garages. I'm probably gonna get this one out of here. I'm working on more like as you guys saw, I had the Entity, like the Koenigsegg and the McLaren and stuff like that. But I've got certain vehicles that I'm looking to put in here. Just give you guys an overlook. So you got one spot right here, over in the corner. You've got one facing down the length of the garage. You've got two there, and then you just kind of line up all the way down right there. If you walk through these doors, that should get you down to basement 2, which is your other garage. If you go through, you got another set of doors right here. That's going to get you outside of the garage. It's going to put you back on the main floor. And if you go to either of these doors, it'll take you to the podium. So either of these large doors right here. Oh, nope. I'm wrong. Sorry. So this will take you to the driveway or your other garage. So these all go to your vehicle locations pretty much. So this will take you to where your driveway cars are at, or your second garage. This one will take you up to the podium. And you know what? Let me, just to make sure I'm correct, I'm pretty sure this goes down to basement level 2. Yep. So you can walk down. Same setup, just different walls. So you can walk down, or you can utilize this one. Boom, it'll get you right back up. So either way that you want to travel from garage to garage, you got 2 options: on foot or like a fast travel option. You're only gonna have your access to vehicle management on the first floor, or the first garage, the main one. But let's go ahead over to basement level 1. Should be going back into your house, into your mansion. Okay, so same thing. That'll get you into your garages right there. This should be walking into them. Same thing. So you got pretty much multiple options if you want to fast travel or you want to walk, I believe. Let me just see. First floor, lower level, basement level 1. So you got 3 levels. Oh, I haven't actually been here yet. There's a vault down here. This is new to me. It's pretty big. I mean, I've been exploring it, but okay. Got cash, gold bars down here. I'm not sure if this has something to do with your businesses or how much money you have in your account. However much money that you see down here, it's possible. Alright, so you got the vault. There's nothing over here. So that one. So you got garage B2, fast travel. You got any of your floors basically. You can get all the way to the top if you want. And then this. It's kind of an interesting. I guess that's just the vault down there. I guess it just gets you to your vault. And then here you have. There goes music. I try to stay away from the music for copyright reasons, but it's all over in this game, so. Your garden, let's go check that out. Wonder if that's just out back. Yeah, so your garden is your backyard. So a lot of like fast travel doors in those areas to kind of get you where you want to go. When you're down there, you're not stuck. You can choose wherever that you want to go. Here you have like a half bath. This is back on the floor that we were at before we went to the garage. This is going to be hairdresser area. You can get a makeover. Should be really
Hi,
good
we don't do
either. Oh,
butterflies on the
okay,
ankle.
tattoos. So you got tattoos, and you got makeover. So anything you need, pretty much, if you want to change clothes, if you want to change up your tats, if you want to change up your hairdo, you could do everything in the mansion. There's also a spa area. You got the inside pool. And there should be a spa area. Let's see. Where's the store? I think this is... This actually looks like the master bedroom. I'm telling you, I'm still learning this stuff myself. Where's the bathroom though? Let me see. Oh, okay, right here. But there's just a sink. Maybe this is a guest bedroom. It's pretty big though. This elevator. Different levels. I think we are on lower level. So you got first floor, lower level, basement 1, basement 2. Which were the ones we were just at, which was we explored the first floor, that was with the piano, all that stuff, the front door, and then basement level 1 is where the nightclub's at. Level 2 should be where the vault is at. So 2 doors, you got that one goes into that one, this one goes into the bedroom. Like that, should be able to just walk right out. It's somewhere. Oh no, okay, yep, you gotta, I said you pretty much have a door to the outside of the house anywhere. The way that this works, once you purchase it, when you go into, even though you are outside, when you go into your mansion, you have a door. We don't have a door here, I guess. Lay down there. So this should be, I think, the whole spa area. When you are here, if someone's, and if you're in a public lobby and someone's flying by, they, like, you're not gonna see them. I had my buddy here, and he was outside of this right here. Once you go in, you won't even see them. So, you know, you're not gonna be able to get griefed or anything like that. This is almost like you being inside of a building, inside your office, things like that. So it's not susceptible to griefers. You are safe within your home. You have to invite people in. They can't, you know, if they're not in yours, they can walk into this area within the regular map in the public lobby, but they're not going to be in your mansion. In fact, even when you own it, I can actually show you guys in a second, but when you guys come into these areas, if you don't go in through the front gate, or once you're back here, it gives you an option to hit right on the D-pad, and it'll take you into your mansion, your personal mansion. But if you don't do any of that, you're in it the same as if oh, that goes, so that's like a quick basement level 1. That's pretty cool. Notice that door there, but it's kind of got like it'll prompt you to come into your mansion, but you are not in the mansion until you enter the mansion. It's completely separate from the rest of the game. If you're in a public lobby, you know, it's separate from all of that. I think the spa might be, I'm looking for the spa. Oh no, this goes down. So the spa is just going to be where you get your hair cut, you get your tattoos and stuff. You got the pool, all that good stuff. This goes back down to nightclub and stuff like that. So this would be the walkway to get down there. I think it's the only one. Everything else is going to be fast travel. An area that I really wanted to touch on, though, I think is really cool. This area right here, I would say, is where you show off your progress within the game. You actually have to go here. You'll hit like the select button. It'll get you into your interaction menu. You've got mansion management. Of course, you can invite people, but you've got audio. I'm going to go ahead. So I want to show you guys. You can turn off the AI assistant if you don't like any of the voices and you just don't want to hear it all the time. Or you have Angel and you're getting in trouble with your wife. But basically, you could change it. You could put it off right there. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that off for a little bit. I don't really need to hear that, but you can go here. You do have to be in this area, mind you. But when you get here, you can go customization. You can go decorations. You can put different paintings. I did touch a little bit on this yesterday, but you got that option, and you have customization. You have trophies, which I did go through already. If you guys want to see more detailed, I actually went over all of these yesterday, but you're able to put these different trophies according to whatever that you have unlocked. As you guys see, I have a lot that are locked. I have a few that are unlocked, but I went ahead and these start out empty. I went ahead and put my trophies that I wanted, organized them how I wanted. So this is just a way for you to show off your character's progress within the game. Apparently, I believe in the different mansions, because again, you can buy 3 different mansions, all 3 of them. You can put, if you want the same plaque, you can put it with the same ones, or the trophy if you want to put different ones. So you can customize each one, show off your different, like if you wanted to do one that was more automotive focus, like I like my car stuff. So you see I got the the car stuff here. And then you want to do another one that shows off more your skills with missions and mission vehicles, for example. You could set them up however that you wanted to. You also have customize. You have plaques, which are going to go on that wall right there. You got all these different plaques. Of course, different locations. So you can see, so this whole wall fills up with, I believe it's 4 slots. No, I'm sorry, 8 slots. Four on the top, 4 on the bottom. 4 across, but that's going to be right here. I don't have any plaques unlocked, but if you guys have the plaques from whatever progress and missions and stuff like that, you're able to show off your plaques. Again, show off your progress. You got your trophies. You've got this right here. These green pinpoints obviously are your businesses, the location of everything that you own, not the garages, not the homes, but your businesses, your where is your bunker, all of that good stuff. So it pinpoints kind of, it shows where all of your locations of your main stuff is at. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's a nice 3D map. 3D map of Los Santos. And then of course, again, you got the podium vehicle. You could choose whatever vehicle that you want to put here. You get to choose it. I thought this one was pretty cool for now. I'll probably switch it up later, but I thought this one was pretty cool because it's got the light up wheels and whatnot, and it's like a $3 million vehicle I just got. So I thought this was pretty cool, and I got the black wheels because they had it available with the black wheels, and I think it's Solomon Randy's car showroom or whatnot. Normally comes with silver wheels, so I don't know. I thought this was a pretty cool one. I also have the matte with a blue flake, so it's got a matte with a color on it. So it's a cool vehicle, in my opinion, to throw on there. I'll go see. Get my buddy in here real quick. So here, just show you guys real quick, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. That one usually comes with the silver. I think the piano is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool touch. You do have music in here. I turned it off for copyright purposes, even though I went in the nightclub and there was some music. But yeah, as you can see, you got the silver wheels. In real life, this car has black wheels with the just how I did it. That's actually supposed to be IRL. That's kind of like a setup that it has. I gotta go to my nightclub and get my business money right. But I thought it was a pretty cool one to throw up there for now. I'm gonna switch it up eventually, but exploring around the rest of this floor. I mean, that's it. You got, I guess we pretty much did it. It seems pretty big once you first get in here. You got like 4 different floors, but I mean, honestly, it's definitely not small. It's got a lot of, you know, cool stuff, a lot of different areas to it, but I wouldn't say it's, you know, humongous either. But yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, we did all 4 floors, so, and you got all these fast travel points, elevators, and stuff like that. So if you go like that, you can go really quick here, get up to the next floor by the stairs, and then this just takes you right outside. This, of course, will wrap around if you want to go that way to get to the back, or you can go behind the Porsche over here. And you get to your backyard right here. So it seems I feel like, you know, when you first get it, it seems like a bit much, but it's not really too bad. I just really, though, I wanted to hop back on today, show you guys, because I saw that you can change up your dogs. You've got the yoga and the working out area, which I thought was really cool. Do some more reps real quick. I gotta beat my personal best from yesterday. Gotta make sure to work harder today. I mean, it sort of seems like he's getting more swole, but then at the same time it doesn't. So yeah, again, I don't really think that it affects that. See how many we can get in. But yeah, I think that pretty much you know, showed you guys around. I just want to make sure, since I had a little bit more understanding yesterday, I was like very lost. So I wanted to show you guys the, you know, the inside and outs of the mansion that I do own. Again, the Richmond Villa. You are able to buy all 3. You're able to own all 3. So you got 20 car garage space for each. So, you know, if you wanted to own all 3, that gives you an additional 60 cars that you can store. And again, if you guys want to see more, you know, yesterday I was jumping in the pool. You can smoke cigars in the jacuzzi. You can have a drink in the jacuzzi. You can serve drinks right here. It says, you know, go to the other side of the bar. You can play darts. You got your pool out back here. So, you know, a lot of really cool, you know, open options and stuff to do, especially with imagination. I feel like if you guys want to have a party, here, I'll show you guys that real quick. I did it yesterday as well, but you can actually start up a private party. Let me see if my buddy's here. You can start up a private party or a public party. With the, you got champagne. Here you go. So public party or private party. With the public party, I know that it puts NPCs in your home. Let's find out if the private party does. Maybe the difference is, yeah, so it still does. So what basically happens, I'm pretty sure, is with the public, if you're in a public, people can join. People can probably request to join that aren't your friends and whatnot. But if it's a private party, it's probably gonna be more like friends only, by invite only, stuff like that. I'll have to check that out a little bit more. Haven't really got all the way to that, but I'm trying to get away from this music so bad, and everywhere I go there's music. Copyright, man. It's not like I'm playing the song and, you know, you guys are okay. Mansion audio, I had it off. I don't know what happened. Sorry guys, I put it off. What's going on here? Okay, all right, that's bugging me because I literally put the music off. I don't really want to hear that. What's that about? Seriously. So you got champagne service. I'm gonna end it, especially with the music coming in, but Vehicle. Suppose you can leave with. I guess so. You know what it probably is? There's probably music because I'm having a party in the mansion. Makes sense. You got a business production boost. You guys can boost your businesses. I'm assuming if you have product already. And then let me get out of here. Hold on. If you have a product already. Oh, it's everywhere, dude. Kind of cool for the party effect. I'm trying to get away from the music again because of I know I'm gonna get.
Yeah, speaking of being away from home. Although I feel like
Okay, finally away from the music. Pretty cool though because you know basically if you're having a party in the house, you're gonna want to have music everywhere. So that's kind of realistic. I like that feature actually. Just trying to get away from the music again for because we're here. Trying to talk to you guys and then for copyright with YouTube, but basically that pretty much sums it up. Again, this is gonna be the Richmond Villa. You do have you got the one the Tongmen, I think it's called, up in the over by the coast in the mountains over by the military base, and you got this one 3 officially. You got this one's over towards the casino by the amphitheater, whatever you call it. And I purchased this one. You should definitely be able to purchase multiple once again. Just wanted to show you guys, that you can get the dogs. You can customize your cat. I don't have the cat. I hid the cat, but you can get a cat as well. I'm pretty sure you can change out the way the cat looks as well. Apparently, the dog and the cat, you can't have different ones for each of the mansions. I believe it's just the one, and then they travel to the different ones with you. Like it's your personal pet, which kind of makes sense too. So maybe it would have been cool to have different ones at different locations, but it makes sense. You got your one dog that goes with you wherever that you go. But yeah, it's about it. So and I'll show you guys real quick here. So I mean, as you can see, I had the Porsche in the driveway. And as you can see, you don't see anything in the driveway. I know I pulled the Bentley out, but the Porsche would be there. So, and you can literally walk in here. It's not going to take you right in. If you go through the gate, it's going to take you in through that front right there. As you see, no garage access. But when you walk around to the back, should be somewhere here. It's going to prompt you. I did it yesterday. Here you go. See? So it prompts you, hold right on the D-pad to enter your mansion. Looks like it's got to have the option come up or it's not going to do it. So you got to kind of walk around. So if you're back here, somewhere in this area, let's see. I know it did it there, but I want to see if it does it down on the bottom. See if it does it down here as well. So it's a little bit hard to find, it seems like, but you are able. So let's say if you you don't go in your mansion through the front, maybe you're trying to get away from a griefer. It seems like it's like right here only. Somewhere right here. It's hard to find. Because yesterday it came up in the same area. See, it's not even coming up now. But it prompts you to hit right on the D-pad. Maybe not a good place to run to try to get away from a griefer, because by now it would have been blown up. That's not coming up now. Okay, I see. So you don't need it to say it. So that's why it says hold it. It's not press it. So let's see if you go. Wonder if so now anywhere that you're at. So maybe over here. Yeah. So once you're in it, you hold right on the D-pad. That'll get you into. Doesn't seem like you can exit. But you can pretty much jump the wall or jump the bushes, jump the fence, and you can get into your mansion by holding right on the D-pad as well. Let me see if I return my vehicle. Should put it, yep, puts it right back there in the front. How I have it set up. So again, I was going to show you guys this earlier, but if you go to the garage right here, that gets you down into your garage area. So if you guys want a quick travel down into the garages, there you have it. So that pretty much, I mean, covers the majority of, you know, what's going on the inside. You know, there's just quite a bit going on, but you know, I don't know if you guys expected more. I think it's good. I like the podium vehicle. That was a surprise to me. I thought that was pretty cool. But let's see, you should be able to. Yep, right back to the driveway right there. Okay. And then now I cannot jump. I can't just jump out. So once you're in, now you're kind of like stuck in. Again, I had, you know, my buddy had his vehicle literally right there parked. You can't see it. You know, nobody can shoot you. Nobody can even see you once you're in here. It's, even though you're outside, it's the same as you being in a building. You got to go to the front gate. You got to exit it. And then you're going to be back in the lobby. That's how that works. So, and then you know how you have the your entry right here. You have to go in through here. So one thing I do want to see, if I jump and it doesn't prompt me yet, if I hold, okay, so it doesn't need to prompt you, so I just can jump. You can jump over the wall real quick, so that's actually kind of cool once you know it. You can jump over the wall, you hold right on the D-pad and it gets you into your mansion. However, you can't exit that way. You can't just jump out. You've literally got to go to your front gate to get back out of your mansion. So I kind of like how that works, because you know, if you do have somebody griefing you and you want to get away from them, let's see if it works right here. No, it doesn't work here. You got to get, so this is the perimeter. You got to get in here. It's not even working here. Not working there either. So still a little bit finicky on where it'll. There you go. A little bit. It's a little bit touchy on where it'll pull you in. So maybe not the best idea if you are trying to get away from somebody, because then you're gonna be in here trying to get into the mansion, holding right on the D-pad. But you're looking for the spot for it to click in. But pretty much it seems like you need to get close to the house, get into the main driveway, stuff like that. So, and then that'll give you the option again to just hold right on the D-pad, and then with that it'll get you into your mansion, even from being in the yard. As you can see, like you can't see inside or anything until you get into your actual mansion. And then boom, you can see everything going on. I got the house party. Again, I can't jump. I can't jump right here. See if I'm able to turn this off again. Yeah, so again, when you have a party going, it doesn't allow you to turn the music off. I'm assuming because you've got a party going on. But I'm gonna wrap it up at that. Again, I just wanted to kind of touch some of the details on the mansion, the customizations inside, what you're able to do with it. I did not touch on missions. There are missions that are connected with this. Oh, let me that's okay. You guys will see that when you guys start up your game. I was gonna go to the main menu and show you guys kind of go over each of the introductions that they put on what's new, but you guys could do that on your own game. So I just wanted to show you again the inside, you know, have you guys check it out, kind of experience you know, what you could do in here and stuff like that. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna wrap it up. Until next time, you guys have a good one.